Transfer bombshell. Rodrigo reveals his stance on Arsenal or Man City after agreeing to leave Real Madrid. Meanwhile, Andrea Berta is in direct contact with a £68 million target who would reject Tottenham to join the Gunners. And to top it off, Mourinho sets his sights on an unbelievable £30 million Arsenal star, and even plans to change his position. All that, and much more in today's top Arsenal news. So if you're a passionate supporter, hit that like button, and let's go! Rodrigos' Arsenal dream, the transfer twist no one saw coming. Arsenal fans, brace yourselves. One of Europe's most electrifying forwards could be about to make the move we've all been dreaming about. But there's a twist that could change everything. TBR Football has revealed that Real Madrid have quietly told Rodrigo they're ready to listen to offers right now. And after 270 games, 68 goals, 51 assists, and 2 Champions League titles, the Brazilian superstar agrees. It's time to move on. So where is he going? Well, the answer will make Gooners sit up. Arsenal and Manchester City are leading the charge. Yes, 2 Champions League powerhouses going head-to-head for a player in his absolute prime. Tottenham, they're watching from the sidelines, hoping to sneak in late. Fenerbahce tried to tempt him, but the Premier League is calling, and Rodrigo can already picture himself lighting it up in England. Graham Bailey, TBR's chief correspondent, broke it down. Real love him, but they're ready to move on. Rodrigo agrees. He wants a fresh challenge. Arsenal and City both appeal massively. They're contenders, they fit his style, and they can give him what he wants most. And what is that? Regular football, because with the World Cup on the horizon, Rodrigo knows he must be playing week in, week out to keep his Brazil spot. The good news for us, Arsenal have been working on this deal all summer. Mikel Arteta still wants a top left winger, and Rodrigo isn't scared of competition. In fact, he thrives on it. But here's where things get really interesting. With Spurs chasing Savinho from City and Arsenal pushing hard for a wide forward, the final weeks of this transfer window are set up for an explosive showdown. And Rodrigo, he's already told people inside football exactly which club he dreams of joining. If what we're hearing is true, Arsenal fans are going to love it. Arsenal in constant contact with £68 million star, and he's ready to snub Spurs. Arsenal fans, the next big signing could be closer than you think. Despite the club's current focus on player sales, the Gunners have made it crystal clear who they want next, and it's a player who could transform Mikel Arteta's attack. Sporting director Andrea Berta has already brought in 6 new faces this summer, strengthening defense, midfield, and even the goalkeeping department. Now all eyes are turning to the front line. The name? Eberiki Ez. Crystal Palace's star man, valued at £68 million thanks to his release clause, is firmly on Arsenal's radar. Many believe Ez could be the final piece in the puzzle to win the Premier League, and the thought of him linking up with Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard has fans buzzing. But there's a twist. Tottenham, desperate after James Maddison's ACL injury, have entered the race, and we all know Arsenal fans don't want to see a talent like Ez wearing Spurs white. Thankfully, there's good news. Journalist Ed Aarons says Arsenal are very keen on Ez and remain in constant contact with his representatives. The plan is to get some sales done first before making an official move. And here's the big boost. Ez is a boyhood Arsenal fan. Released from the academy as a youngster, he's dreamed of pulling on the red and white again. Sources say he would choose Arsenal over Tottenham without hesitation. There's another factor working in our favor. Palace have been demoted to the Europa Conference League, meaning no Europa League football for them this season. That could make the Emirates even more appealing for the England international. The ball is now in Andrea Berta's court, but with Spurs lurking, ready to make their move, timing will be everything. If Arsenal can act quickly, Ezzy's return to North London could be a dream come true for him and for every Gooner watching this story unfold. Mourinho wants Arsenal star, and he's planning a big position switch. Arsenal fans, here's a twist you probably didn't see coming. Jose Mourinho, the same manager who spent years frustrating Arsenal's title dreams, is now eyeing up one of our own. And if he gets his way, this could have a big impact on our summer transfer business. The Portuguese coach, now in charge at Turkish giants Fenerbahce, has reportedly made an official offer to sign Oleksandr Zinchenko. The Ukrainian international joined Arsenal from Manchester City in 2023 for £30 million, making 91 appearances, scoring scoring 3 goals and assisting 5. While his technical quality has never been in doubt, his time at the Emirates has been marked by both standout performances and moments where his defensive weaknesses were exposed. Mourinho, though, sees Zinchenko in a completely different role. Rather than keeping him at left back, he's planning to transform him into a number 6, the deep-lying midfield role. Zinchenko has previous experience there, having played centrally for both Manchester City and Shakhtar Donetsk, as well as featuring higher up the pitch as a number 10. According to Turkish journalist Elise Buse Arak, Mourinho believes the Ukrainian's vision, passing range, and composure on the ball make him ideal for orchestrating play from deep. For Arsenal, this potential sale could be a blessing in disguise. Sporting director Andrea Berta is determined to raise funds by offloading fringe players before making another marquee signing. The two main attacking targets, Real Madrid's Rodrigo and Crystal Palace's Eberechi Ez, won't come cheap. Rodrigo is valued at a premium, and AZ's release clause sits at £68 million, so moving on players like Zinchenko could be key to unlocking those deals. There's another layer to this story. Earlier this year, former Crystal Palace chairman Simon Jordan sparked debate when he claimed that signing Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus was a mistake. His argument: you shouldn't buy players from a direct rival, in this case, Manchester City, who are willing to let them go. While that take may be harsh, there's no denying Arsenal have evolved. What Arteta needed in 2022 to push Arsenal back into contention is not necessarily what he needs in 2025 to take the final step. Still, Zinchenko's contribution can't be ignored. His inverted fullback role was a tactical weapon in Arsenal's title push 2 seasons ago, and his leadership and mentality have been assets in the dressing room. But football moves fast, and with competition for places fierce, plus the club's desire to freshen up the squad, his future now hangs in the balance. For Mourinho, this is about more than just signing a versatile player. It's about building a side in his image, a team capable of controlling games through tactical discipline and technical quality. For Arsenal, it's a potential opportunity to clear space in the squad, boost the transfer budget, and move a step closer to landing one of the summer's biggest names. One thing's certain: if Fenerbahce meet Arsenal's demands, Zinchenko's days in red and white could be numbered, and the move could trigger the final push for a blockbuster arrival before the window slams shut. Lineker, Shearer, and Richards give their verdict on Arsenal's title chances after Gyökeres signing. Arsenal fans have been buzzing since Victor Gyökeres fired in his first goal for the club in the final preseason game against Athletic Club at the Emirates. The Swedish striker, signed to give Mikel Arteta more firepower, made an instant impact, but can he be the difference maker in a title race? That's the question Gary Lineker, Alan Shearer, and Micah Richards tackled on the Rest is Football podcast, and their answer might not be what Gooners wanted to hear. This weekend, Arsenal kick off their Premier League campaign with a huge trip to Old Trafford to face Manchester United. Whether Gyökeres starts is still uncertain, as Arteta may stick with Kai Havertz leading the line. Ironically, United will now have Benjamin Šeško, the striker Arsenal chased all summer after he completed a move from RB Leipzig. The two could be direct rivals in the Golden Boot race before the season's out. Micah Richards. Bringing in Gyökeres is massive. It's not just about the name. His movement is exactly what you want from a striker. Havertz is quality, but I've always thought of him as more of a number 10. Gyökeres gives you that natural instinct in the box. I still don't know if it's enough to get them over the line though. 1 or 2 injuries and they're back in last season's position. So for me, they'll challenge, but they won't be champions. Alan Shearer echoed Richards' sentiment, praising the signing but predicting another near miss. I think they'll challenge, but they may fall short again. They've made smart signings, exactly what they needed. I've got them comfortably in the top 4, but I just don't see enough to win the title. They'll be close, but not quite there. Gary Lineker agreed, highlighting Liverpool's strengthening as a key reason Arsenal could miss out. I concur with both of you. I might have backed Arsenal for the title if Liverpool hadn't improved so much. Gyökeres' goal against Athletic Club was terrific. And yes, it's only preseason, but for a striker, that confidence matters. He'll get good service in this team. They could go very close, but I still see them finishing just short. For now, the consensus among the 3 Premier League legends is clear. Gyökeres will make Arsenal stronger, more dangerous and more clinical, but even with him, the title could slip away once again. The real question is whether Arteta's men can prove them wrong, and with a season-opening clash against United, we might start getting answers very soon. And that wraps up today's biggest Arsenal news. If you enjoyed the update and want to stay on top of everything happening with the Gunners, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Come on, Arsenal!